Sapph out loud. I returned. And so thank you so much for tuning in once again. I appreciate it. You saw the title. We have to talk about Kendrick's Super Bowl performance. I'm pretty sure y'all been talking about it. I'm pretty sure y'all been listening to other people talk about it and watching other people talking about it. But I don't know. I just wanted to give my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? Put my little change in the overall bucket and speak my piece, because I really fuck with Kendrick. I'm pretty sure I've said plenty of times on this podcast in some iteration or form of the podcast that I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan, like just as big as Drake fan, J. Cole, Nicki Minaj, like Beyonce, Rihanna. I mean, the list goes on. I like a lot of folks, but when it comes to rappers, like Kendrick is in my top 5. So it's like, I don't know, seeing him perform or do anything in a musical realm, like I always have something that I want to say just out of pure fandom and respect for what he does, right? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to play some audio real quick, and then we're just going to jump in. I'm going to speak my piece real fast and then get out y'all way. Because like I said, I know y'all been TikTok and Instagram reeling, blue skying, and seeing all kind of conversations and shit. I don't want to drag it, but I want to say my piece. Let's do it.
It's your uncle, Sam. And this is the great American game.
My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged. But this time, God only favoring us. 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. Etiquette speak with a vision and tongue. Predicate this time is I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. Like a power lift with Olympians too. Carrying various darts right now. I deserve this like tiramisu. We go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. Really
so I'm pretty sure we all agree, like Kendrick bodied that shit. Like he really killed that performance. That shit was amazing. It was really, really fucking good. And it's funny, in the moment of watching the performance, I was like, as much as I love Lil Wayne, his music and everything, like, I'd rather be watching this. No, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne is a GOAT. And like I said on the episode where I broke down why they should have picked Lil Wayne to do this, Kendrick is a huge Lil Wayne fan, one of his inspirations. I know this because I'm a Kendrick fan. But yeah, I'm watching this shit. I'm like, yeah, I've seen Lil Wayne perform countless times. Yeah, I know what he about to do. I know what he gonna do when he touch the stage. Unless he was going to like really, you know what I'm saying, work with a choreographer and, a set designer and, what the person that a creative director. Like if he was, unless he was going to really work with some folks to like have an amazing production, like we would have just got Wayne, you know what I'm saying, rapping his best songs, the ones that white people and black people know. Cool, right? Because ultimately, that's what everybody tends to do. But I really appreciate, you know what I'm saying, first of all, Jay-Z making the decision that Kendrick is going to be the one to perform this year. And then Kendrick getting up there and not just doing another traditional like Super Bowl performance. Actually kind of like spit in the face of traditional Super Bowl performances by really going against the grain. I mean, he performed songs that people know because, he performed Humble a little bit in there. People know that DNA was in the set list. Obviously, turn his TV off. Obviously, we turn the TVs off to Mustard. And what else? Duh, Not Like Us. I mean, he performed stuff that people know, but like he did it in a way where it's like at no point did I feel compelled to like sing along. I was like really enthralled in the story that he was telling and the way that he was performing. Like he put on an actual show, like a production. And I was so caught up in all of the symbolism and the imagery and, you know, the small nuances that he chose to highlight or detail to make his performance, you know, that much connected to us, the us in there. I don't know. It was just, I was like, I'm so just into the performance. Like, sure, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. I'm vibing, but at the same time, I'm like watching what this nigga doing. I'm not trying to, not trying to match him with the song shit. So I felt like that was great. Because if it was Wayne, I would have just been right there rapping the words to the song. You know, okay, he did that one. Okay, he did that one. He did that one. Okay, cool. I don't think Wayne would have given us anything close to what Kendrick just pulled off. I'm not saying that Wayne's performance would have been bad because Wayne got hits for days now. That's not cap on my boy. Wayne got the hits. It was just that in a time where you have Beyonce out here making sure her performances are not only excellent, well executed, and intentional, but memorable as well and highly entertaining. I don't know. That's just kind of what I want to see. I ain't even go cap. Like ever since I came back from Renaissance, I had a little standard for my concerts. And that's what I want. I just want great performances, packed full of like storytelling and amazing artistic display and expression. That's what I want. Not niggas walking back and forth, rapping the songs that we already know and love, but like just running back and forth rapping the songs. I ain't really, I think Rihanna stood the most still of any artist that I can remember. Because I don't really watch the halftime shows if it's not people that I want to see perform. So I've definitely skipped a few. But Rihanna was the least mobile, and she still did a little something with the baby in her belly and stuff like that. So I want to see performance. Usher was great last year, but Kendrick killed this shit. Let's get into it.
Someone better squabble up. Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need her, my babies. Yeah. Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me that could my see. IP, ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
So, going into it, right? First thing I immediately noticed, the microphone was on. No backing track. I really appreciate Kendrick for being that kind of rapper. I've seen Kendrick in concert like 4 times now. I'm going to the tour with him and SZA, so that'll make my 5th time, and it'll be my 2nd time seeing SZA in concert. I'm excited. Especially after the Super Bowl performance. Like, I'm just ready for another dope like Kendrick Lamar experience. I missed the Miss Morale and the Big Steppers tour. And I was a little tight about that. So I'm glad that he back on the road so soon, and then he bringing SZA with him this time. I'm excited. Even though last time he had Baby Keem with him, and I would have definitely loved to see that nigga, because Baby Keem, he's one of those like little known artists that I really have I really fuck with his music. Like Baby Keem's music is fire. Especially for a lit ass crowd, preferably festival crowd. But if you come in to see him anywhere, you know what type of music he got going on, so you probably lit. Baby Keem is dope. But yes, I'm going to the tour. Kendrick, amazing live performer, as you could tell. The man don't use a backing track. I really fuck with that. I don't know, something about that. Him just rapping and then him sounding like the vocals on the song, but then you could tell it's live because he'll skip certain words or whatever to maybe take a breath or to just have some kind of dramatic effect to it, like some performance effect to it. Dope. I like the way he articulates his music in a live setting. I loved how unapologetically black the everything was about this performance, from the fits to the motherfucking niggas themselves, the black people on stage he had with him. I didn't see not one white and or racially ambiguous person in Kendrick's like entire, I think they said it was over 100 people performing like on stage, whatever, in that, like in this like performance, whatever. Didn't see not one person that looked like I had to question. So I was like, okay, niggas. And then the hairstyles, the ring, earrings, it's the like, Kendrick was doing the shit with it. I really appreciate it. The production overall was fire. I really loved the choreography and that Kendrick takes every opportunity to show like these other rappers how to have stage presence and not just walk back and forth like I was just talking about earlier. They do that and I don't fuck with it like that. But Kendrick does this, like he really, I don't know, he really like, he sets himself apart from other rappers with his performances, because he really be performing, like will be in the formations with the background dancers, or have some kind of, what's the word, some kind of, I don't know, interjection into their choreography where it was like, yeah, he's supposed to be there. He adds to the overall scene of what they're trying to portray. Like, he's definitely a part of the actual production, not just the person rapping the songs and walking back and forth. Like, he be in doing the shit. I really fuck with that. The wardrobe for Kendrick specifically, masterfully intentional. Masterfully. I was like, does that say Glory on the jacket? I thought it was a Gator jacket at first. Florida nigga, that's the first thing I saw. Orange and blue. I was like, okay, he got a Gator jacket on. That's crazy. Especially because New Orleans, they got some teams. But Gloria. And it worked. It worked. I think he used the Gator, what you call it? The font, maybe. But I was like, that's fire, the jacket and shit. I saw on social media he had like some stuff on his hat and everything. The PG Lane A chain, which also A minor, like that was crazy. Yeah, he first of all, he came out there looking like he had something to say, and he said it. I really appreciated the storytelling. It's, I don't know, to me, it kind of gave like, or symbolized the U.S. and how the country has been building and capitalizing off of black people in our culture from like day one, by like finding new ways or different ways to enslave us and like oppress us. I don't know. Because I've always felt like this about this country. Like, I feel like they've done things to lock us into a specific, like, layer or class of the country that is still supporting it, like, financially, even though we're not, like, slaves anymore. Like, they found a way to fit us somewhere in the structure of the company that still has us doing all the fucking work and not being fairly paid. We went from not being paid at all to we just not making enough money doing all the shit that we do to keep this shit running. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like his performance kind of, I don't know, alluded to that or made mention of it in its own artistic way. I love that he made sure to showcase that, like I said, we as black people are so important to the fabric of this country and the success that it literally would not exist without us as the foundation. And that kind of stuck out to me a lot with the whole flag thing. It's like they were in fabric that was making up or symbolizing the flag. It was all black people in that fabric. Kind of like symbolizing that we are the literal fabric of this country. I'm also was like fucking with how he connected his older hits and you know, songs to like this entire message, like Humble and DNA, which we talked about earlier, that's in the set list. They kind of carry the same sentiment of the messaging that he was trying to portray, or that I feel like he was trying to portray in the performance. And it's just crazy because we as black people, like us, and they not like us, the us, we heard this shit in the music, like when it was dropping, like we always do. We hear, every time Kendrick puts something out, we hear what he's trying to say, or at least we understand that he's trying to say something, and we do our best to try to like interpret it and figure it out. So it's kind of crazy that we heard those things in those songs when those songs came out versus white people who the message like completely like went over their heads, and they just liked the song for the mere fact of it being, or not for the mere fact, but they liked the song just because, you know, it's a rap song. They like it on a surface level. Like, oh, it got a good beat, some catchy words there. Like, they don't understand anything about what's going on in DNA, Humble. They don't even understand the they, and when kids say they not like us, the they is them. They don't even understand that the white people are the they, and the like us is black niggas, like niggas. So it's just crazy how well received Kendrick is as he's playing in the face of like white people with his music. And when I say white people, I don't mean all white people. You know, obviously there's some good white people in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like the racists, the bigots, you know, these greedy corporate folks, all the ones that got something to say about anything negative towards black people, like the evil white people, crackers, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference. You know, white people are white people, but then you got some evil ass, MAGA supporting ass, bitch ass, crack ass white people. Those motherfuckers, like them folks over that side, like that is who Kendrick be fucking around with his music, and they just be eating that shit up. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Shout out to all the good white people though. I fuck with the good white people. But you know, get your cousins and your moms and your grandparents, your family members. That's yeah. Get your racist side of it, because you got some in the family. I get them because I know they there. But Kendrick is amazing. He really be dissing them and then having them singing that shit in the club. That's when Drake should have knew. That's when Drake should have knew not to fuck with Kendrick like that. Kendrick puts out music that is literally a fuck you to the evil white people that built this bullshit ass, oppressive ass, capitalistic ass power infrastructure in this country. The white supremacists and the people who allow white supremacy. And it just be over their head so crazy they don't even really catch it. They like, oh, it got a good beat and some nice words. And so they make it a hit, or help us make it a hit. Meanwhile, niggas like, yeah, we know. It's crazy.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. I'm right here remote, okay. Thinking I'm right on reaper. I'm reaping what I sold, okay. Cause your man had the drink sitting on in my house. Like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, made his own place and go check something solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon, get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show today.
What I love the most about the performance though was at the end of the day, even though, you know, we had the clear messaging there being portrayed about the United States. Because people always like, America, America, America. Like, bruh, America is 2 big-ass continents. We cannot say America and just be talking about the U.S. all the time. Like, Canada is right there. Motherfucking Mexico is right there as well. We make up North America, and then you got a whole ass South America down there. But that is a tangent we don't need to keep exploring. I think y'all get my point. We are the United States of America, not just America. Anyway, I just like that while, the story was being told, Kendrick was also like entertaining us specifically and directly, those of us who have been paying attention to the fucking Drake and Kendrick beef since shit. When was it? When they started kicking this shit off? It's been almost a year now. These niggas been, well, it's been almost a year. Kendrick been beating Drake into the ground, and Drake been trying to put his lawyers in the game. But either way, I like that the performance ultimately was like, it kind of felt like a thank you almost for like making the song big. He talking about, I want to perform their favorite song. But these niggas like to sue. What he said? I want to perform their favorite song, but they like to sue. You see that? They again? They. Yeah, I feel like it was just a big thank you for letting Kendrick like really go off and do his thing and not patronizing him about whopping Drake for almost 365 consecutive calendar days. It's just I just feel like, yeah, everybody who was tuned in to the beef most likely is a part of the culture, so this is for us. And I really appreciated that, because all of the little stuff he was doing, taunting Drake, calling Drake by name, say Drake, with the smile. I hear you like I'm young. Obviously the connections there with SZA and Serena being Drake's exes and things, like, yeah, it was I appreciated that. Even though he had a bigger message and a bigger purpose, he still was like, no, I'm gonna feed the core fans of hip hop who had just been enjoying me terrorize this nigga for the last couple months. It was dope. I really appreciated that, because I felt like complete afterwards. I felt like it was a full performance. Like, I got to experience Kendrick, continuing to keep his foot on Drake's neck. And then we got a well-intentioned, meaningful performance that literally, has the world discussing all of the intricacies of it and everything with the storytelling and what it means and what it represents and how much of a notice it is to the United States, how they need to do right by us, finally, like everything. I felt full. Like, I got everything. I got the I got the, what would you call it? The bullshit and the good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the bull with the drama, with the beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the we got the nigga shit, and we got the black people shit. Like, we got the YN shit, and we got the black people shit. Like Kendrick perfectly gave us ridiculousness. He gave us the fucking taunting that we want to see. Continuing to, be a menace to Drake. Continuing to troll Drake. And then he also I got a message too for the orange man that's sitting up there talking about he the president, watching this shit happen. And just all the white people in general. And the whole shit of what's going on in this country. And how y'all just you will respect niggas at the end of the day. Before this country go up in flames, niggas will be respected. Yes, I mean that with my entire being. I feel it. But what else did I want to say about this? Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, that shit was perfect, especially given his proximity to everything, being a nigga himself, and everything Kendrick was speaking on in his performance. Because if you remember, Sam, had that character in the Django where he was Uncle Tom ass snitching ass nigga. So it kind of all just tied really well together. I also like that Kendrick said, "You niggas are not going to force me to perform certain things." Niggas have been racking their brains trying to figure out, well, what song is he gonna open the show with? Like, what's gonna be on the set list? Only for Kendrick to open the show with an unreleased song that was used to tease the album back before it came out. Like, I was like, right, Kendrick, because no, we not opening up with Humble. That's later down the line. Y'all relax and let me perform. I got it, and he had it. I'm glad that he put Euphoria in there, because to me, and this is my opinion, Euphoria is the better diss track between Euphoria and Not Like Us. I think Euphoria is the better track. Not Like Us is the more catchier track. It's the track that's easier to vibe to, because the beat is crazy. Mustard on the beat, ho, you did your thing, Mustard. And very catchy lyrics. A minor, like very catchy lyrics. Kendrick slid on that. However, Euphoria was literally, or is literally, because the song is still out. It's still available for you to listen to. It didn't go anywhere. I hate when people do that. Oh, it was this. Like, did they take it out? I thought once it released, it's gonna stay out. Either way, the song is like lyrical acrobatics. Kendrick was. The lyrics was there, like he was snapping. The lyrics, the flows, that beat is crazy. I cannot wait to hear Euphoria go up in the stadium. That whatever them horns. I can't wait to hear Euphoria live, because that beat is crazy, and I really hope. Well, ain't no hope because he's not, but that's the type of beat that Baby Keem would really shine on. If Euphoria was to ever get a remix. Somehow, some way, Kendrick, please let your cousin get some more time with your beats, because you picked some great beats for GNX, and I think Baby Keem would have did a great job. But yeah, I love that he performed Euphoria. SZA looked and sounded great. I know I seen a bunch of stuff online. People was like, "Oh, SZA's mic is literally not on. She's singing, she's lip syncing, blah blah blah." It did kind of look like she was lip syncing. It did kind of look like that. However, being that I've seen SZA live before, I know that she just be sounding like that. Like, because the vocals was smooth, it was perfect, sound like a pre-recorded track. If she did pre-record and lip sync, okay. But personally, I just think she sounded good, and all of the emoting that she was doing, all of the movement that she had, kind of made it look like she was lip syncing. But she looked great. Whether the mic was on or not, she looked amazing. And whatever vocals was coming up out of there, they sounded great. Perfect performance to me. I give it 10s. I love SZA. Love SZA. So good job. Serena with the crip walk, obviously, we talked about the X situation, but also another fuck you to white people with the whole Wimbledon thing back in 2012 when she did that after beating that girl. What was the issue? I don't know. She just did a celebratory dance. Some publications, I was seeing that people were saying the tic-tac-toe board or the stage in general was actually a nod or a reference to the PlayStation controller, which I think that's what it was, because there was a lot of talk about the Great American Game over at the end of Kendrick's performance. Like, it was all about this game that Kendrick was playing with white America. Because, again, what is Kendrick gonna perform, and then he don't do half the shit that y'all think he should have performed, and then he organized the stuff that y'all would have expected in a way where it was like, damn, didn't think it was gonna go like that. They've been playing games with people this whole time, playing games with Drake. I feel like Kendrick got at least another album's worth of Not Like Us and just GNX period ready to go if Drake decide that he want to do something big enough to make Kendrick be like, you know what, I will get back in the mud because I have fun down there. But yeah, just on top of that, they were saying that not only does it kind of make it seem like a PlayStation controller, I also seen somewhere else, and I thought this was also interesting and maybe a double kind of entendre situation, where it was a nod or a reference to Squid Game and how the rich are playing games with the lives of the poor. So I was like, either way, it fits, and I think that's fire. It probably was both ways knowing Kendrick. The backup harmonizers for him performing Man at the Garden, that shit was fire. I was like, look, yes, give me Man at the Garden, but flip it up so it don't even sound like what it's supposed to sound like. I was like, this is a whole new song. But I was like, no, that's the first verse or the second verse from Man of the Garden. But these niggas in the background with the shooby-doo-wops, I thought that was fire. But I really liked how it was symbolizing how even the stage or these stages can turn into a prison for black people as we sing and dance for spectators while being enslaved to the power structure, I guess, creating those stages, which is ironic because Apple Music sponsors the halftime show while also having one of the lowest like payout models for artists who are able to get their music to stream on Apple Music. So I was just like, damn, Kendrick, did you do it on purpose? I mean, I know you did it on purpose, but like, did you think about it this much? You know what? That's something I want to, if I ever get an opportunity to meet Kendrick Lamar and have a conversation with him, I want to ask him, like, how deep are you thinking? Because this shit got 4 or 5 different meanings. Did you mean all of them? Did you mean just 2 and it just so happened the other 3 apply? Like, where's your mental with this? Because I really want to know. I'm going to talk to him one day about all of this stuff, his entire career and catalog. Like, come on now. Because it's good.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. This world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. This world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire.
This world, concrete, flowers grow. Heartbreaks, you only do what you know. Weekends,
Something else that this performance reminded me is that Kendrick is still poking at J. Cole. He's still poking at J. Cole. When he said, ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings, nothing but my children, one shot, they disappearing. Like, he's still referring to first person shooter. Drake and Cole, he's still on your neck, Cole. I know you apologized. I was there at Dreamville when you did the shit. I know you told Kendrick he could take whatever shots he needs to because, you know, you felt bad about 7 Minute Drill, which really, you know what I'm saying, you was sliding, but you weren't saying nothing like too salacious or nothing. I think Kendrick would have easily been able to respond to that and not only move that song out of the way, but make you feel a way to the point that you needed to come back harder. Cause I mean, 7-Minute Drill was cool, but I was like, did you hear GNX, nigga? Did you hear GNX? Like, 7-Minute Drill was cool. Might delete later. It's good. But did you hear GNX? Either way, I want Cole to say something. Get in the field. Like, Kendrick spoke on the shit with the Ebro and the Deska. They did the pre interview or whatever, Apple Music interview or whatever. It's a good interview. But you know, Kendrick is more so, he just competitive. He likes the sport of rapping and the aggression and the battle rap that is tied to the culture. So you can go back and forth with him. He just gonna do you like Drake and tell you you know what I'm saying, as long as you keep it above a certain board, we could just keep it above a certain board. Drake the one that he was like, no, we're gonna take this shit down some since you want to play. Like, but if you would just keep it a certain board, Cole, it could be a nice rap battle that don't fuck your career up too much. Like, just come on and play, because you be talking shit in your feature verses, and rightfully so, because Cole can spit now. Cole is he's a spitter, but I need you to go at somebody who can hold their own and maybe even beat you, and that person is Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, he's still poking at Cole. It's crazy. Mustard made an appearance. That was cool, because niggas acting bad with somebody got to do it. Also, the NOPD, New Orleans PD, I believe, made an appearance, because somebody was holding up a flag that was like Free Palestine and Free Gaza. Like, it was showing love to Palestine and Gaza. And for whatever reason, I don't understand this. Well, I do understand it. It kind of ties into Kendrick's performance, really, like a further point of how this country will accept your freedom of speech as long as it aligns with like the speech the country wants echoed. Like, as long as it aligns with the bullshit that the country trying to force feed us and brainwashing us into believing, then you can have freedom of speech. You can speak your freedom as much as you want to, but as soon as you start challenging the narrative that they want to push, stuff like that happen. And that, like I said, kind of is a further point to Kendrick's performance, because that's what was going on with Uncle Sam. Like, when Kendrick was doing too much, he actually killed Kendrick. He was like, deduct one life from this nigga since he want to play. But then when he brought SZA out, you know what I'm saying, to do the love songs and the ballads, Uncle Sam was like, yeah, that's it. That's what we want to hear. Nice ballads of love and harmony and respect and all this other shit, even though, again, Kendrick playing the games with America. The lyrics of All the Stars, they're a softer way of saying, fuck you, America, and the things that you've done to my people. If you listen to the song and read the lyrics. Either way, yeah, overall, man, I really appreciated the performance. I've seen some things online that, I don't know, they kind of, I agree with them the most, I guess. Time, I don't know, they did like a quick review of it, and I really appreciated what they had to say. I'm not gonna read it because I feel like I've been talking y'all ear off with this with my excitement for this performance. But if you have an opportunity, just go onto Time Magazine's Instagram. I think it's just Time. And I don't know, their caption, it was really like good. I really appreciated it. Outside of that, ain't really much more I could say. Like, I done heard niggas talking about this shit on TikTok and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Ultimately, I'm echoing the same sentiments that everybody else is. Just me personally, the whole performance, like I said, just felt like a big fuck you to respectability politics, white culture, U.S. culture, the society that we live in that's been oppressing us and, like I said, finding new ways to enslave us since they dragged us over here. I just feel like it was a big fuck you to all of that by saying not only should we not be playing into that because we built this country, so it's actually ours, but also your crimes against us, United States, that this is bigger than getting along. Like, we passed the let's all, work together to make the world better. No. We're not working with nobody to make nothing better no more. Because every time we try to do it, y'all burn. No. At this point, we don't care to get along. You actually owe us. Yeah. We're not playing the game. And we're not doing that. We're not doing, just play the game. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Work hard and you'll get, a piece of what you deserve. Like, no. Kendrick's performance to me is saying you actually owe us. We're not playing the game anymore. We actually just about to take our shit and dare y'all to say something else about it. Game over. And with that, that's my thoughts on Kendrick's performance. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know how you found this podcast, but I appreciate you. If you're listening on YouTube, I appreciate you. Yeah, that's it. BRIANSAPPH on the socials, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok a little bit, but not really because I ain't posting nothing in a little minute. But yeah, that's it. Let me get out y'all way. I am traveling this upcoming weekend. Valentine's Day, President's Day, such and such. I'll be traveling. So if you're interested in seeing where I go and what I get into, what I'm about to eat, what I'm about to do, what kind of activities I got going on, follow the Instagram. I just said my social media handles. Follow the Instagram. Check me out.
That's what America wants. Nice and calm. You almost there. Don't mess this.
Oh no. It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
They get on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like